Ours is a crazy place in oh so many ways. Let's try to make some sense of it on Spiritfolk Saturdays.
Welcome to the weekly throwing intent-based podcast, Spiritfolk Saturdays! Today we're here to talk about parts 25 and 26 of the Big War arc. I'm host Elfy, spirit of all my favorite characters are assholes. Joining us this week are Cat,
Spirit of Mood Whiplash,
Arrow,
Spirit of... I have a voice.
Finley,
Spirit of me too, Elfy.
and Willow.
Spirit of Gregor is not fine! Oh my god, he's not fine! No one is fine.
Okay.
So I was really sad because I really wanted to do a podcast last week, but I was at Gencon, but Zelvetta.
Yep.
That's
Yes.
really...
There was... Oh god,
Well, we got Zelvetta this week too, so you get to double
He
talk
didn't
about
even
Zelvetta.
say anything. He was just there.
he was still there.
He was there against the tree.
And hey, I'm glad you guys didn't do a podcast last week, because now I get to, sit here and squee with y'all about all those Gregor poses and animations.
They were so cool!
They were so beautiful. Jackson said never again, but we all know he's going to do something similar again.
He had way too much fun
gonna
with
do
it,
it
and
again.
he admitted it.
Mhm.
I asked him, you had way too much fun animating those things, and he was like, yeah.
What were the two things that were... There were several things that stood out to me, and I forgot to rewatch the part 25 before we started, so now I'm trying to remember them. Such as...
Was it a dandelion with lightning powers?
That was so
that is-
good!
That was so freaking
You'd
obvious,
think
too.
Gregor would have caught on to that. I mean, he only knows one dandelion.
I don't know, maybe Gregor's never seen a dandelion before.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Also, Zelvetta being surprised by Fury?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that implies
that's-
something about Fury.
Wait, how... I don't remember. How was he surprised by her?
There was
He
one
didn't
part where
realize
Gregor...
that she was there.
Yeah, there was one part where Gregor was talking to her, and he's like, wait, who are you talking to? And it made, like, a surprise sound.
Oh yeah.
That's right. And then she was fine from the attack in this week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
She was out of the blast radius, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Kyrillos was okay, and she was over there by him.
that's true. I forgot about that.
And then finally, the thing that I want to talk about the most is that line from Gregor about, line from Zelvetta about protecting Gregor.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a double win. To make Killers and protect Gregor. It's just like
Aww.
such a tiny gay crush.
Right?
He's very, very cute.
So small.
But he also kills people.
Yes. Important note.
But I love him.
We know you do,
motive.
Elfy.
We know.
It just oh god, there's so much going on in these episodes. They're all focused on two scenes, but there's so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much.
Kier's finally revealed his Technomod, and he got he's attacking, and then Horvin comes in, and it's just everything gets so crazy so fast. So
Yeah.
I felt like Kier and Horvin were having competing midlife crises.
Right,
Yeah.
it's great. They have all of the parallels to each other, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kier, he's a wild child. He's trying to figure himself out, and he reached the point of being okay with himself before Horvin, who spent who knows how long trying to find this nice balance, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Poor Kier just wants a ceasefire.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then Jin had to screw it up.
Yep.
I am so mad at him right now.
Jin is so
wanna punch
cool,
him.
though. I love him so much.
No.
It is, but I'm
So
still really mad.
I mean, there's the thing of, we want to side with Marcus Valafi's Conga Line for peace, because, it's the main characters, we want to side with them. But Jin's been sitting on all of his friends are dead for 50 years or so. So you would think he'd be justified here, especially since the Enorians are attacking the band. But you take it like further in the circle, and the Spiritfolk were essentially harvesting humans at a certain point, or some of them were, to say the least. And Jin's the one that sent Ash to destroy the Heart Pillar, so it's just this big circle of nobody is right.
Yeah.
But everyone is sort of justified.
Kira's right. Everyone needs to sit down and have a talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please, I just want all of them to get in a corner and just sit there and talk
I
to each
want to
other.
like just get them, and I'm gonna tie them to chairs. I'm gonna sit them in a room, and I'm not gonna let them out until they talk.
Well, the thing that
they're all
they should kill each other.
the
while they're
thing
in
that I
there.
really liked
That's why they're
about
tied to chairs.
what Jin did was that, like, it was not something I was considering. Like, we know what shamans are and also how they work, but like, basically the idea of like weaponizing that to a very interesting extent of like not just like drawing on the power but having the power like force through you is super neat.
Right. And
Yes.
interesting what Jin said about how you've been able to feel the pain of the spirit folk like no one else could. Like, what does this mean?
Right, and the other thing to consider is, like, obviously it's having some sort of strong effect on Horvin. Like, it started screwing up his arm. And it's like, okay, is this something that would happen anyways? Or are they also drawing on, like, whatever leftover energy might have come from breaking the Heart Pillar? Like, whatever Spiritfolk's been cast back into the world because of that.
It's kind of like with Zelvetta, though. Like, when Ash was attacking him and you went all wonky weird.
Right? Exactly! Jin, what the fuck are you doing? Stop fucking people up!
Explain, Jin! Explain and stop touching things!
I really.
Oh yeah, Zeke told Horvin, no, not Horvin, Kier not to like touch Jin because he'll fuck him up.
Yeah, and you know, it gives us this nice sense of foreboding, like what might happen if Ash keeps drawing on the mask that Jin gave her, because both of the people we've seen, one of whom explicitly is taking power from Jin, and the other one implicitly are very, very screwed up by it. So
I am not okay with this. It's hurting Ash, and Kier's such a sweetheart. He protected Zeke.
I was going to say something, and then I realized what it implied, but I'm going to say it anyways, that it takes a very twisted mind to like, for Jin to realize what he could do by channeling his power through Horvin. But then I realized what that implied about Jay, and I'm sticking to it.
I mean, to be fair, Jay also came up with, like, the Prison of Lights and all the and Alaron.
Jay, how could you?
The man,
So,
like, oh, sorry, you go.
I was wanting to mention about the whole fact of Horvin's going on about, like, my people and the spirit folk, and then Kier goes, well, the spirit folk is your people.
Yes! That was
And then
so-
I was like,
Yeah,
don't was mentioned, that's all I needed.
yeah, you mentioned don't. That's so cute. We
Yes,
finally got at least someone talking about the spirits back home at Shaw Dolls, and I miss them.
He
Me
sounds so
too.
as one of his people. Like, that's adorable.
I love that when
And-
he's... Oh, sorry, you go.
Sorry. And the whole fact of everyone knows that Horvin is Horvin the hero and Horvin the band is exactly the same people. Everyone knows it, but hasn't said anything about it.
I really like that when Kier was like going on about how spirit folk are just people too, is like Jin was getting actively upset.
Yes.
Oh, that, yeah.
Like that's what
Because he
pushed
like,
him over the
sees
edge.
himself as like above them.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
sees himself as a god.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Want to be compared to humans.
And it's so good. It's so good.
I know. And
There
just the fact that Kier's whole thing has boiled down to You should be making people's lives better for the sake of making them better. Fuck off with anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I love that precious engineer prince.
Mm-hmm.
Precious
There was-
giant small puppy cinnamon roll.
Exactly.
He has grown though.
Mm-hmm.
He has grown.
I
There's
still. Oh god, I was so surprised, like seeing their pogs, that Horvin's actually slightly taller than Kier, because I just keep thinking of them as the same height because parallels.
I love how short Jin looks next to
Yeah.
Horvin.
So
Mhm.
small.
Right? Although I think he's within like an inch of Kier. Hold on, I have to double check the thing, but
He's actually pretty tall, but next to Horvin,
Yeah.
he looks short, and that's great.
yeah.
Corbin's so tall.
Everyone looks short next to Horvin. Marcus looks short next to Horvin.
Yep.
Horvin is like the tallest character. His
Yeah.
puppet
Other than, like,
extends
Horvin.
off the screen.
Yep.
We need Horvin and Zalbetta stand next to each other for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, is Zelvetta the shortest character who's gotten a puppet?
Inian is
I
shorter
think
than him.
So,
Inian is shorter than both him and Gregor. And because he and
How
Gregor
tall
are
is
about the
Don't,
same height.
though?
Dont's pretty tall, I think.
Don't
thought
like the
Don't
same
Gregor,
height.
I think.
I think
Oh,
Dont's
yeah,
taller
same
than
as-
Ash.
Is
Mm.
she? It's
Thought
been so long since we've seen their pogs near each other.
I
Mm-hmm.
missed my pig bet.
Same.
We all miss the pig bat.
I just miss, you know, the Shrouded Isles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so done with Honorant for a
Yeah.
while.
I would rather go back to the Prison of Lights than stay in Honor any longer, honestly.
The Prison of Lights is different and
The Prison of
things
Lights
and
is preferable to
scary
Honor It
stuff.
by this point. Oh my god.
At this point for me, I guess.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
Narn!
Yeah.
Before we can
How are
say
they
something
back?
before we go on,
Hmm.
because it has more to do with Horvin and stuff than Nar and Gregor.
Hmm.
Like near the beginning, Horvin shouted iconoclasm while he was attacking Kier, and
Mhm.
that's just kind of brings up questions. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he
I
did.
noticed
That spooked
all
me.
two or
I figured he was trying to make a point about like there was the iconoclasm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Never mind. I just brain farted. Well,
That's okay.
Yeah, I didn't catch that at all.
Okay, happy
I
follow.
did.
well.
Anyway, Narn.
How are they alive? Why are
We
they
knew
alive?
they weren't
I thought
dead.
they
We
were
insisted many times they weren't dead.
Yeah,
I
like never
I was
assume
hoping-
anyone is dead unless you see the body and you see it being buried and yeah.
Precious blueberry
Oh, there's
bean
hope.
pole. They're so lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I went back and I finally found the bit with the puppet so I could compare sizes real quick. Yeah. Jane comes up to Kier's nose, but
Yeah.
to Horvin's jaw,
Mm-hmm.
and Kier comes just about to Horvin's eyes. Although, hold on, I think. How much or puppet fuckery is going on here? Because Horvin typically goes off the screen.
Yeah.
But if we assume that the scene is adjusted to be to Kier's center, because Kier's the focus of attention here, Horvin shouldn't be. God damn it, Bob!
Somewhere in the world, he's smiling right now.
He's always smiling. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like smiling evilly.
Yeah.
He's always smiling evilly. What are you talking?
Anyway, sorry. Yes, Narn. They're back, and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look, they
I'm
brought
one
Gregor's
afraid.
slave to him. Like, yay.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Just Gregor
afraid of
going
the
one second.
Narn.
See, my question is definitely what is Narn doing here, but it's also what is going to happen after this? Like, my immediate assumption is that Narn is going to help them fight Jin.
Well, my question is, why would Narn bring Gregor's glaive back to him? Because last he saw that thing was, cutting off his head, basically.
To be fair, Narn did kind of end with a bit of a respect for Gregor for being able to break their harder than steel armor.
True, but that's still the like respect for someone in a fight, and like them being able to take you on after you've been utterly trouncing their whole group is slightly different than, you know, a fair duel where it's just like, oh, you bested me, so I'm going to look forward to our fight again.
Well, we don't know, for one thing, who they've aligned with, because their voice is certainly different. Like, I know Kat had the problem of thinking it was Zelvetta, and I thought, like, for a second I was like, whose voice is that? Like, I didn't recognize it for a second, and then it was like, oh.
Yeah, well, like, I kind of thought it might have been Zelvetta, like, because I did notice that the voice wasn't Zelvetta's, but I thought, oh, maybe he's just really badly injured from the blast, you know? And then it pans over and Narn.
Yeah, I'm
And all of us
guessing,
were
like,
blindsided.
I'm guessing, like, Narn aligned with Zelvetta or something.
That's a theory. Also, Gregor is kind of, like, 75% dead right now, so I don't think
That's
he's
why
an immediate
not okay.
concern. Like, I think that even though Narn can recognize him as a threat, Kirlos is like someone he's actively wanting to... They're both actively wanting to, like, defeat, come an enemy kind of thing.
Yeah, he just, Gregor, buddy, sit down. Your arm, the bones in your arm are shattered. How are you
not
still
okay, and I'm
moving?
not okay with this.
How can you hold on to anything? And then the glaive. Fucking glaive.
Rip Glaive!
Free! How dare you?
You know what happened last night when I was listening to the episode?
Hmm.
I started making noises, and my brother came in to check on me to see if I was okay.
This is admittedly what, like, the first point in TI where, like, actual, like, important characters are getting killed.
Right,
We're
like
getting sucker
we
punched
had,
right, left and right.
yeah, like Roland we can assume is dead.
He's probably dead.
Granted, he's only been in like 3 episodes, but
He's probably dead. And Vern!
Yeah.
Vern is
Don't let
confirmed
Effie watch this episode.
dead. Vern is confirmed dead.
Most of the comments seem convinced he's going to be coming back as a Lich, and I hope so.
So do I. Give Vern a class
What
up.
happens? I think it might be best if Neff doesn't watch the episode. It might upset him.
I mean, to be fair, like Matt said that they were going to post Vern's song. So, considering that hasn't been posted yet, I'm assuming he will be back in some form or another.
This is my opportunity to point out that if Vern is actually dead, Jay broke the timeline.
Yeah.
Because Vern and Rat were both in the Vault of Wonders live stream, which has to take place.
Probably Mike Corbin's okay too.
It has to take place after Honorant, because during Honorant, Rat is in Honorant. Before Honorant, they were in Wizard High School, which is where Vern was, and then before that, Rat was there again. So it has to take place after. So.
But yeah, along with that, the Halloween stream is probably why Colvin's okay.
And then there's the whole fact that the live streams are all half canon.
They're as canon as they can be. I think Jay said that at one point that, like, if something breaks, they probably won't be, but he will try to make them.
Yeah.
So
I want the live streams to be canon, though. Ko is awesome.
Ko is amazing.
Roland's
is amazing.
dead. Vern is dead. Colpus and Eileen might be dead.
You called her Eileen.
Shut up.
Eileen's cool, though. I don't want her to be dead either.
I don't want her
Yeah,
to be dead.
but there's a decent chance that they're dead, considering they got hit by Jin and Horvin's attack.
Didn't
Is
Jay
that
say that she was hiding behind one of the pink fluffy tree?
Mhm.
She cut it down.
She cut
to
it down
try
in
and block it.
an attempt to shield herself.
Mhm.
In an attempt. We don't know how successful it was. But I'm pretty sure her pog still got moved with everyone else's, so she was probably hit by it. We just don't know how badly.
I don't remember if Fatty's okay.
I
She
hope.
got sucked into the
Yeah,
wall.
Fatty might be dead.
I hope
No.
not.
She's the best fan.
Then we will
That's
never discover if she secretly has a crush on Ash or not.
I know.
We also never discover if she's secretly cute under her mask or not.
Right?
She
She's
probably
probably cute.
Kira's
probably
passed
street
out.
cute.
did.
Kira's passed out with a
Gregor
broken
too?
arm. And I'm just sitting there like, Sorry.
Kira was a
Stop
hero.
hurting yourself.
What?
I just I want to just talk to these characters and just be like, guys, stop hurting yourselves. Ash already does this too much.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not even hurting, well, except for Gregor continuing to be a determinator, which is awesome. Like, I feel like they really should have tried to figure out how to work in an instrumental from his song during this, because come on, theme tune power up. That's the perfect moment for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like, he breaks his glaive, but he still manages to hit Kirlos with it and bring Kirlos down.
Yeah.
How long he's had that glaive though?
Since the
Since
start
the
of the
beginning.
series.
He's
Yeah.
had that glaive
Glaive
ever
of
since he was
glaives.
with the Outriders. It is his security blanket.
It's his
dear.
glaive.
Yeah.
You get like
Yeah.
really, really upset when it got taken from him in Shrouded Isles, and then really friggin' mad at Marcus when it got laser blasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now it's in pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel
kind
like
of rip glaive. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That does.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was to say that does kind of surprise me that like there was the point where Gregor was like, "Hey Zelvetta, why don't you help?" And then we just didn't see anything of Zelvetta like doing anything, and I kind of question why that was.
I don't know. Maybe Zelvetta's too injured, and
Maybe he
Or, like-
noticed Narn first and was like, "I'm staying over here,"
maybe.
even though
Maybe.
Zelvetta
Good
missed the
choice.
entirety of everything is on fire.
I mean, he still might have heard like some hearsay or something at some point.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like.
Mhm.
But yeah, and it's really interesting because was it Willow that mentioned this? This is like the first time we're seeing characters die that aren't
I said that.
Redshirts. Sorry. You said it.
I don't want them to die.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
either.
it's just really interesting because, to be fair, Throwing Intent's been going on, is this 3
2
years now, right?
2 going on 3.
Yeah. So it's like they've been, like, they're kind of due for like this big dramatic upheaval, I think. And it'll be interesting to see how our main characters react to all this, what it does for the world, what it does for future conflicts, because now, at least as far as the NPCs are concerned, Jay is showing, no, there's no security blanket here, there's no
No
lock.
one is safe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
I mean, he said he tries to keep the player characters alive as much as possible, but
mhm.
Yeah, he said if one of them died, he'd absolutely show it. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't, go back, re-record something like that.
yeah.
Mm.
He also
Yeah.
said he was leaving everything up to the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Thanks, Jay. The only people that
I
I
like-
know for a fact have plot immunity right now are Jin and Sylvetta.
Yeah.
Because he said he's
Well-
he's not killing them until we get answers.
Yeah. I mean, we might
Yeah.
get answers as they're dying.
True, but still.
I feel kind of bad for the guys, especially Jay, because there is gonna be a storm of angry people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
no, I just love that, all of us who were at Gencon, our immediate reactions were just pure betrayal.
Yeah,
I told you I wanted to fight him. I never got to fight him.
I fought him, I won.
I fought him. I cheated and won.
Exactly.
Phoebe also fought him and won, but came back with a bruise.
But yeah, it's just kind of funny because, you know, Gencon was all laughs and fun and it's so amazing to meet you guys, and then 2 days later it's like,
And you guys sit there all smiling and happy when you know what we see 2 days later.
Everything's on fire again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's almost a year from episode 100.
It's been 36 episodes or something like that.
Almost a year, like a couple months.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
Can we get out of Honorant yet, please?
It's been more than a year and a half in Honorant. So, I mean...
Come on, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's... Oh my god. I'm just... I shouldn't say I'm, like, excited, but I am very interested in how the rest of this plays out and the impact it'll have on, like, the rest of the show going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Everything feels like a turning point right now, and I'm just going like, is this when we get season, like, whatever, new clothes?
Yeah, like, season 3, roughly, because you gotta figure everything through the end of Shroud Isles is season 1. And then season 2 is essentially Honorant plus Wizard High and Deck of Disasters. And
Are we gonna get gritty clothes?
I hope not. Like, I don't want them to go dark and gritty. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the humor. It's
Yes.
Like, 2 things I want. Well, 3 things. Maybe new clothes. A beach episode that's an actual beach episode. That's like not an actual danger. It's just, oh, it rained or something. And third one is I want a snow day episode where everyone is throwing snowballs at each other and it's fun.
And we get to
Yes.
see cold weather clothes for everyone because I really want to see the group in, like, hats and...
Fluffy parkas.
Yeah.
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 No, I want to see background arcs. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Well, they did say that after this, they're going to try doing stuff smaller, kind of like Wizard High School or Deck of Disaster, which would be nice. One arc stories would be kind of nice.
At least for a little while. Like, there is... I do appreciate having this big mega arc, but at the same time, it's been too long, guys.
Yeah.
It's the first big arc.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Shroud Isles really is, like, a mega arc.
but it's
It's just not nearly as big as this one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would rather... to compare it to something, as much as I don't like the pacing in Steven Universe sometimes, it does do this interesting thing where, like, it'll bring up plot stuff and then leave it to have, like, some other stuff happen for a few episodes, and then the plot, like, that previous plot comes back. Like, they give some room to breathe and room for everyone to, like, try and puzzle out what's going to happen or, like, the implications of this or that. Sometimes it's frustrating, but other times it works really well.
I honestly I still wish Honorant in general had been paced better, because then I feel like everyone would not be as fed up with how the arcs are going than we are now. Like, a lot of this stuff is super interesting. I'm really excited to learn all this stuff. I think all the characters are super neat, but it's like, we've been stuck in the same location with the same characters and the same circumstances for more than a year. Can we either get answers or can we move on?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
They're trying.
Yeah,
Sorry,
go ahead.
Ash is gonna have a hell of a time though getting answers from Jin right now, considering what just happened.
Wonder what
it's just-
they're doing.
It's just too much all at once. Like if we had done the trials and had the group become champions of Honorant and then had them be like, okay, now that we got your money, we're taking off, and then done an arc somewhere else, and then had them called back because of the preparations for the war, that would have like helped a little bit, I think, because it would have given us some breathing room to go do something else.
But at the same time, we've been here so long that, like, breathing room is annoying. I don't know.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like that's one of the things I really liked about Village of Corpses, is that it was like really well timed and well placed after like solid hours of fight, let's have stupid stuff go on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kier and Marcus just being so stupid afraid of skeletons and ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then they made it canon.
Which
That's
even
the best part.
even
What are
Jay
you
didn't see
I
coming.
know. It's great. I love it.
I remembered a thing, like the other day. Marcus hasn't used his double in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He could have used that
Probably
instead of the
trust it.
muscle leg.
He probably doesn't trust it after what happened the last time.
Well.
Like,
Yeah.
what if he summons his double and then it's like the waterfall warrior again and they have to start all over again with it wants to kill him?
I just want the mustache Marcus to come back and just be like, "Bok bok," again.
Darkus.
Back, back.
Bark, bark. Come here.
I
Darkus.
still that like I don't think about it often, but I do think that's still one of my favorite like Marcus jokes. Is just the whole affectation he takes on when dealing with the chimeras.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
great. I love it.
I love all the doubles he makes. Just slightly more evil Marcus with red eyes and a mustache. Just love it.
But yeah, I just these episodes though have been so good like these past 2 weeks. But mostly I just love that like we're getting to see like the pinnacle of Kira's character development for this arc,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's coming out in such an amazing and grand way. Like
Mhm. And he's gonna get a class up song. I'm so happy. So excited.
I was honestly kind of vaguely worried about Jay during that whole exchange because he
Same.
he was just
voice.
he sounded like he was fed up as he was saying these words, with both like Kier fed up with Horvin and Jay fed up with himself, and I was like, Jay, are you
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. Although I will say, like, Jay, this scene is so much better than, like, the last half of Gods Are Gone, because, like, I had so much trouble telling who was talking during Gods Are Gone, and then right now, I never lost it, not once, even though, like, they're both very loud characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it would be easy for him to screw up one or the other of them. And it's just,
Yeah.
Good job.
I think that that scene was very cathartic, but I can't say words right.
Cathartic?
Yes, for him,
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't know.
Just a bunch of yelling, and, like, meaningful yelling at that.
Mm.
And,
Yeah, and the occasional everyone in the background just going like, "Oh."
We lost Wumpus.
Wumpus, no!
That scene. Where Wumpus
Bob is trying to make Wumpus do things, and then everything went to hell.
yeah.
And then it was the whole point of, in the distance, a tiefling is frowning.
Yes.
That was a good point. That was
Mhm.
a good line.
That was
Yeah.
that was a low roll. That was probably a low persuasion roll.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the well-intentioned condescension,
Yeah.
well-intentioned condescension bit is just like
Well, it's such a good
Yeah,
line.
that's a good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Everyone does what they think is right, what they think the truth is, but in the end, it's just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with honorant.
Too much
Yeah.
truth.
Too much truth,
like,
not enough
too
Too much
lies.
arguing truth.
Yeah, it's not necessarily too much truth. It's too much individual truth.
Yeah.
Like if everyone's off doing their own thing, someone's going to get screwed over eventually.
Yep.
Never split the party. Never again.
One of another good line or whatever from the episode was Jin's reaction to the name Marcus Velathi's conga line for peace. Just
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, I really do wonder, like, what... Like, obviously Shin's upset, but I do wonder, like, what his whole perspective on this is. Like, is he actually just straight up angry about it, or is he like, goddamn fucking humans wasting all my time?
Yeah, I want to know too.
Mm-hmm. You have to kind of wonder how much the time of it, like, bothers him. Like, I mean, I don't think time would really matter that much to like greater spirit, but at the same time, like, slightly driving him crazy about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something he's been saying on for a while and been wanting for a while, he's probably really, really anxious for it to just be done with by now.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered this thing.
What?
I'm really mad because Jin didn't turn the place into like a pool. And
What did you
oh,
say?
I didn't.
You
see
wanted
there.
a pool party at Arrow?
Yeah, I wanted that.
That would have been pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It just, although, you know, in the face of everyone dying, just the line of like, Colvin's curled up, but you have a feeling he's going to be okay. That did a lot to make me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Colvin's kind of like one of those low-key faves for me. Like, he's up there, but I'm not going to spend hours and hours thinking about him like I do with Ash and Kier and Marcus.
He's just so ridiculous, it's hard to hate him.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Colvin. You guys are all like, oh yeah, I kind of like him.
He, like, isn't an asshole.
I love
him,
Colvin. He's so cute.
God,
He is.
I was just expecting. I was expecting, like, but before 9 showed up, I was expecting during that whole time while Greg was trying to get himself together and get back up and start attacking killers again. I was expecting Colvin to, like, get up first and like, just go and punch Kirlos in the face before Greg could get to it.
Like, I'm imagining it in my head of Colvin walking past Gregor, pushing Gregor down to the ground, and just punching it.
It'd be great.
Just punch it.
Punch it real good. I don't know what I'm quoting. I just know that I'm quoting something.
It's a song.
I'm pretty sure. Anything else we want to talk about? Oh, by the way, we're not talking about Gencon now because, well, first off, there's like a good 6.
2 of the 5 of us weren't at Gencon.
Yeah, and also because they're probably going to post like the panels and stuff they did, and I'd rather us be able to talk about them with everyone else, with like all the listeners actually having an opinion rather than just us being like, yeah, an X thing happened and probably horribly misremembering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and hopefully too, Dark Horse recorded it, and she was going to offer to send them the video files. So hopefully when they do upload them, it'll be video and audio, but if not, it'll just be the audio.
Also, please remember the phrase "vanilla baby" is a thing that Foss made up and is now like a fandom meme among those who went.
It is now a thing.
Vanilla baby.
Should we play Vanilla Baby?
Also, they're all lovely bunnies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And super cute.
I can't wait to hear Vanilla Baby used in context. I'm still only about 75% sure I know what it means.
To be fair, there's not really
Vanilla
context, and they
Baby.
didn't really explain it. Foss just said it.
Yeah, there's not really a context to it. It's just a phrase he started using.
Yeah.
You just said, I was a vanilla baby. And we're all like, what?
And Jay just seemed exasperated by this fact. Rightfully so.
It's something. It's a Foss.
I can't wait for the episodes that like they must be recording now to see like if that pops up or like anything that happened there pops up or something.
And I'm really happy because Elfy, through Stevie, got me a pig bat.
Yep.
And now I have a pig bat on my head right now.
Pig boots on a pig boot.
So do all of 3W, who now have pig bats as
Yep.
well. The only one I
And
know
me
who's named theirs
too!
though is
I have a pig bat.
I know Jackson named his. I don't know about everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson named his Philip.
Yes.
That's a good name.
That's an oddly good name for a pig bat.
Yeah, it's oddly perfect.
And mine is Minty.
And
Aww.
mine is shouldn't. Because I
Aw.
should do things.
I got mine back around Valentine's, but mine is Portugal.
Mhm.
Anyways.
Portugal.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I feel like there was. Hold on.
There was a moment that I couldn't stop thinking about Metal Gear Solid at the end of the episode. Because, well, in Metal Gear Solid 3, there's a scene where a person dies and petals fly up. And that's what happened to Kirlo.
Yeah, essentially. Like, I can see that.
If it was if they wanted to go full dramatic anime, they could have the shards of the glaive as it broke like turn into petals.
Yeah.
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 Incredibly anime.
Yeah, or
So
just
much.
like I want. Oh god, what do I want? I want Kirlos to like be making this dramatic dying speech, only to have someone be like, "Dude, you're not mortally wounded. Cut that the fuck out."
You're still alive, man.
Or to be
Yeah,
too
unlike Burn.
or to be too distracted by like Narn and other such things that they don't even notice it. Giving this attempt at a speech.
Oh yeah,
Like in the background.
It's just sitting there talking the whole time, and we can barely hear him because Gregor's like trying to face down Narn.
Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me of like my suspicion is still that Aaron is going to still be looking for the clan leaders, and then we're gonna be like at the very end of the arc and it's be like, well, who's the clan leader now? And
It's Marcus, and Aaron gets added to Marcus's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
well, I was going to say Gregor because
Yeah,
Aaron
that's what I was thinking.
Aaron meeting
Because
Gregor would be the fantastic end for the arc.
Oh my god.
We need Gregor to meet Aaron so that we can have answers. Dang it!
I
Mm.
need more
If
answers.
that happens, we might wind up stuck in Honorant for like another couple of months.
No. I
No.
want to go home.
She's there
And they're on
for
the
a
boat
reason.
ride
We all
back.
know she's there for a reason.
I have a thing.
Aaron, just show up already and give us answers.
Yeah,
I
like
have no
where
idea.
the fuck even is she? Like she got close to finding the clan leaders, and then she just goes off somewhere, and she hasn't shown up again. Like,
Well, oh, that's another good thing to recognize is that, like, Narn and Fury were kind of friends, and now Fury was with Gregor, and maybe that's why they helped
Maybe.
him?
Maybe.
Oh, I got a random headcanon about Aaron, though.
I have.
She's really bad with directions. Like, why else would she be so deep under the Rust clan?
see, now I'm just thinking of Aaron in that one little webcomic that's like, you know, I am the hell beast of death and destruction. What are you doing invading my territory? And the guy's just like, I was trying to get to my kitchen for a midnight snack. You got lost here on the way to your kitchen? I am not a wise man.
Oh, it's like Zoro from One Piece. Like, people tell him to go one direction, and he keeps taking turns. It's like, Zoro, why?
Here's a theory of when they're gonna see Aaron. On their boats back, they're all waving goodbye, and then someone in the crowd, it's Aaron, and just stares directly at each other.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a moment out of Titanic.
Or like she runs up to the boat and then just jumps on from the dock.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Mm.
She probably thinks Gregor's dead, though.
Yeah.
Or maybe she thinks that Kirlos is Gregor because, like, he's half Renalian. She heard about this Renalian clan leader, and she's like, oh, maybe that's Gregor.
Although, how would Gregor wind up being a clan leader?
Because
I
he
don't
beat
know. I mean,
Because he
Yeah.
beat Kirlos.
Well, I was gonna say because Ventus mentored Gregor to be a leader, so like, why wouldn't Gregor go off be a leader?
But like the rule
Yes.
of their death match was that whoever won got to be the leader of the rest clan.
True.
True.
I guess the question is Kirlos dead?
Probably. Maybe.
I'm gonna say yes.
Part of me hopes so just for Gregor's sake, but part of me also hopes not because he's kind of interesting.
I'm going to say it's a 60% chance.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. So last week's episode, like, my favorite part of the whole Gregor Kilo Salvetta scene was probably Salvetta being like, dude, why the hell are you having trouble with this? We dodge him all the fucking time.
Yeah. And Gregor's just like, oh yeah.
Like, God damn it, Gregor.
I think Gregor doesn't have a good memory.
I don't
Then
think
again-
any of them have a good memory.
I
Then
think Gregor has a good memory, he's just bad at connecting things.
Yeah. And right now, I believe that Gregor now is mostly blind, still can't smell.
Didn't he get his sense of smell back
His
somehow?
arms are screwed up.
Yep. And if he doesn't get healed in so many hours, because we don't how much time is passing right now.
Healing magic isn't
That's
real.
not gonna have a Gregor anymore. And that's the
Yeah.
problem. I'm
Yeah.
not okay with not having a Gregor.
Same.
And
Like as much as Gregor's not one of my like favorite faves, I don't want to see him go.
Yeah.
He's
Same.
great, and I want to see him have character development.
Yeah. Precious cinnamon roll must live.
like he's the one that we got like the most information of his backstory, and still the least we know about his backstory.
Yeah.
We don't have as much context for his backstory, I think is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have more questions.
Like the more answers we're gonna get, the more questions we're gonna get. So yeah.
Anything else
Do
to
we
talk
have-
about?
I don't really have much to talk about anymore because I really expected that my mic was gonna be forever broken.
Oh, but you're
So-
here.
Mhm.
Yay.
Yay!
But yeah, I just want to iterate again how much I love Kier and how much I love his character development, and that he's confident enough in himself to call out other people on their bullshit.
Okay, so what do we think is going to happen next week?
That's up some.
I
I
hope
hope,
Ash shows up and kicks Jin's butt.
I hope Ash, Marcus, and Inian get to the fort and just go, what's going on? Jin, what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude?
Yeah, I think the rest of the party will get to the fort, and it'll just become even more of a clusterfuck, and we will see someone go on roaring rampage of revenge. Not sure if it's going to be Marcus, not sure if it's going to be Ash, but someone.
I want answers from Jin, and I also want him to get his butt kicked because he needs it.
I want
He
answers.
deserves it.
I really want his butt to get kicked.
Hmm.
I also really, really want Ash to get some sleep because she needs some sleep.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see what's happening with those guys.
Eventually, I want to know when eventually is.
I hope those guys come into the fray somehow. Like, we haven't seen them in like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
hmm
Honestly.
I want them to get there, and everything is over, and Kira's just standing there.
Oh man, Ash is gonna be so worried again. Like,
Is
I
Rowan
miss you not.
Ignimaxis gonna have any more relevance?
What? I didn't hear you.
Is Rowie and Ignimaxis gonna have any more more relevance to this plot aside from just randomly showing up late? Not with Starbucks.
With Starbucks.
No,
mhm.
not even with Starbucks. He just shows up and he's like, "Hey, I'll take care of these guys for you. You keep going, do whatever you're doing."
Mhm.
Oh my god, that just reminded. Oh god.
And then at the very, very end, Gregor is gonna be like being carried by Colwyn towards
What about
where the
Thog?
fort is.
Thog can carry him.
Thog,
Thog's okay.
I don't think Thog would.
True.
Dog
What
wouldn't.
if Velveta tries carrying Gregor and then Colvin's like, dude, let me help. And
You won't have Gregor.
Please
You won't have a
imagine-
Velveta left.
Please imagine Colvin carrying Zelveta, carrying Gregor.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I mean,
Zelveta's
right
like,
now-
hell, I'll let you do that.
I mean, right now Gregor's insides are basically smoothie, so
Yeah, it's like he got hit by a troll-eyed.
yeah. I don't remember if he got hit or not.
Ash
Ash
got hit
got
by a
hit.
troll-eyed once, and her insides were pretty pasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he got hit though.
No, he didn't, but I'm just saying it's like if he did.
Yeah.
If you'd like to listen to more episodes of the podcast, you can find us at spiritfolksaturdays.telma.com. If you want to join the TI Skype chat, feel free to shoot us and ask with your Skype name. We'd be happy to have you. Thanks for listening. We'll see everybody next week. Bye.
Bye.